instead of like actually watching it.
All right, we are live.
There's the thing.
Alright, let me turn down my music so I don't start head jamming. Dude, this is such a hype match. I'm pretty excited for this one.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. People are actually going live now, so I can set up what things are looking like. Do 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 do
Do do do do do do do do.
Is that the God among men? The Jared Weekstrap? Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm honored just to be in his presence.
Yeah, top 8 competitor, dude. It's crazy. I wonder how Sonic's gonna metagame double.
I don't think he will. I think he's just gonna play the game.
Which, that's probably the best way for Sonic to do. It's just to play the game and go fast.
Oh no! Alt-tabbing broke KH3. It's a mood and a half.
Oh, it's time to wake up, get out there.
Oh my god.
Dismiss! It's 3, everyone. It's 3 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh man.
Alright. Doubles having trouble. Oh, there we go. Race time wasn't connecting to his Twitch.
Yeah, he was having that problem yesterday, I think, when we did our go mode. Yeah. I wonder what type of the seeds is gonna be. It's gonna be double Sephi, I'm calling it.
Sonic is ready.
Dude. I'm sure that Double would love to see a Sephiroth.
Yeah.
So, winner of this match gets how much money? Or I guess loser of this match gets $30, and winner is guaranteed 60.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a lot of money.
There's actual money on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to win 2 races, dude. It was bad. Dude, it's gonna be such a good match. Alright, Kale, when they get going, do you want to do the intro or shall I?
I guess I can.
Okay.
Get 25 bitcoins like that old StarCraft dude. 25 bitcoins. Oh, I wish.
Alright, they have started.
25 bitcoins.
Last time I checked, it was like 30,000 each.
Jeez.
It is worth significantly more than a Venezuelan bolivar.
Alright, Kale, they're 10 seconds in.
Oh, here we go. All right, so welcome. This is losers finals of the KH2FM Rando tourney. So the loser of this match gets third overall. The winner will go into grand finals to play against CJ. CJ knocked Sonic into this bracket. Did CJ also beat Double earlier in this tournament? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so winner gets the salty run back. So that'll be
no matter
25
what, whoever
Bitcoin.
wins.
25 Bitcoin would be
Oh my-
1.25 million. That's insane.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Damn.
It seems like they're both gonna start Pride Lands. I don't know about Sonic, but I imagine he does the same.
Yeah.
So, pretty normal stuff. Like, oh, he's doing Poo. Alright.
Okay. He does that. I think my stream is behind.
Gain is on
yeah.
Kingdom Key.
There we go.
Now the seat's playable. Let's go. What's that? A report in Pride Lands?
I don't need scan, but I'm always happy to see it.
Oh yeah, it's a
Magnet
good quality
Burst
of life
is
thing.
nice pickup.
Okay.
Magnet
So-
Burst, a good pickup there.
Yeah, that makes OC really good density play since you can kill worms pretty quickly. What else? I think that's like, it's just pretty nice overall. You can cheese core pretty easily if you get double neg.
Yeah. If you don't have good movement as well, that's really nice for mob fights. Like Bailey fight could be
Yeah.
kind of annoying.
Port 13 says that TT's a 3. That's subpar. That's really that's really not good, because like how, Kale, since you're the numbers guy, how much on average would TT1 important check have?
Well, TT1 itself usually has 3 important checks, but the entire world is usually about a 5. So yeah, that's pretty bad for TT. With how big of an investment it is, that you still get a lot of checks, and so just like getting like you can still get abilities, you can still get good keyblades. But honestly, I would probably avoid or push off TT longer than I would with that hint.
Yeah, you would most likely wait for final form, because that just increases the, like, oh, I get like 4 final levels here.
Yeah, I would wait until I have final form, and I actually like to also get Valor, Wisdom, or Master to level that on the tower.
Oh yeah,
You can get a couple
on top of
master
that,
levels if you're gonna.
I would do Chicken Little to get fast tower fights. Like, it makes those quality of life things that can make Twilight Town 1 a lot faster by pushing that off, which is very interesting, because like Double might rush TT3 because he might not think Sonic would, and it's just
So this has been a pretty good Pride Land so far.
Yeah, you get a magnet, pan, torn pages, and report.
There's also a glide in there.
There was, and a draw.
Yeah.
This is. Why can't my Pride Lands be like this? Air
combo lose? Oh my goodness.
Let's discuss another report. Oh.
Okay, report 4 tells us that Beast Castle has 4 important checks. That's above average for that world.
Yeah.
Always love to see that.
So like what, you get 2 before threshold or 2 after, around there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Which I would 100% push Beast Castle 4 over TT.
Oh, for sure.
That's
easily.
Beast Castle is one of those worlds that you can't really speed up that much. Like, you can speed up Thresholder with Trinity Limit, and like that's about it. Like, you can one cycle it with like niche stuff, but
it's a pretty low battle level world. So the things they're looking for Beast Castle are like movement, and then just like some decent combo modifiers. Maybe a reflect. Reflect is really nice for Thresholder. Getting a drive form for it. Like, there's a couple things that you can do just to make it a little bit faster, a little bit easier, but it's not really hard. You know,
Mhm.
you're not really worried of dying.
You could even Peter Pan Thresholder, because that's a pretty good Sunlock. But like, yeah, it's mainly just tools for Thresholder,
Yeah.
then the world's free. And then like after Beast you get was it Twin Howl is this limit?
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah, and that just carries you through everything after Beast.
That's a surprisingly strong limit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely in the top 3, alongside like Setup and Dance Call, in my opinion, at least. Double air combo plus.
Well, if we don't see a Berserk charge, then we might see that.
Yeah.
Why is he going all the way around? Okay. Alright, double.
Double has weird routing in Worlds. Like, he does like the weirdest Pride Lands first, like Elfin Graveyard route I've ever seen. He like.
Wish I knew how to use Setup. Setup, you just mash triangle until you get to the finisher, because the finisher's the only good part. So you just mash till you get to the finisher and then wail on things. That's it. That's all there is to Setup.
Courtyard. That's pretty nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so the winner of this goes fight CJs and Grand Finals, which this is losers finals. So if they beat CJ, like, is it next week? They get a run back they reset the bracket, which it's never been seen before, but this is only the second league, so anything can happen.
All right, so we saw report 5 in Disney Castle for Sonic, which says that Olympus Coliseum has 2 important checks.
Okay. So that's around the same time as TT1, I would say. Like, you just want to reflect or anything to deal with Hades Escape, then I would probably push it over TT. Actually, it depends on movement as well, but...
Yeah. It's sort of like Hades Escape is the big wall there. But they've got Magnet Burst and draws to deal with urns. So there's another, whatever you want to. 2 is a little bit under average for OC, but it's still decently high checks per minute. So one of those personal preference things, I think.
Yeah, double doing town, which he's a big town enjoyer. Like, I've raced him a lot, and he always rushes town. Like, that's like his thing, or like his shotgun early thing.
Yeah.
So this is pretty average, normal for him. So
yeah, I've started to see this play become a little bit more common lately.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's rough. Was that the last soldier? Like,
I think so. That was very close to the end of the fight.
I don't know why he isn't summoning Peter Pan.
Yeah, if I have a summon here, 100%.
It'll be the Winter Soldier. Yeah, TT3's, or a TT3, a TT being 3, is very low. Like, it's, because like sometimes you look at it like your density play, like Key does this, where like he sees Halloween Town as like a 2 and goes, alright, I can do that fast, I'm gonna get that. Like, I do that with The World That Never Was. Kale, I don't know if you do it with anything, I haven't really seen you race, but you're pretty statistical, so I don't think you have one of those. I think just like good.
Beast Castle. I'll push Beast Castle a little bit deeper. Because most of the deeper checks in BC are pretty easy for me. So I don't mind pushing that.
Okay. Yeah, which double does that with like mainly everything. He just rushes value checks and he's good at it. Quick run on mini escort. Ooh, so movement finally. Okay. Double found a dodge roll, I think on levels. Which he lived that. I didn't know you could live that.
Yeah, so you can live if they shoot the bomb up and it lands on you, you can live. But when they shoot the bomb directly at you, you're gonna die. That one's a lot stronger. Valor Form for Sonic.
Yeah. So that's gonna speed up Old Pete. That makes Beast Castle more of a good rush, just so you can get power levels off the first fight.
For sure.
Red Buddha.
A finishing plus as well in TR. TR's paying out this time.
Oh yeah. I know Double likes TR. Like, I know in a few Go modes he's done that, so he's most likely gonna do it here. He did against CJ, but yeah.
Good timing for P. Absolutely, yeah. And Sonic especially really loves to chip away at drive form levels whenever he can. And so he is very, very, very much in the camp of I'll go a little bit slower to level my drive forms, or alternatively, I'm going to abuse the hell out of my drive forms and blast through everything while also getting levels. Yeah. So,
like, I know Sonic does like a very wide shotgun just to get like 2 levels out of Twilight Town 1 more than other players would. Like, he does corridors fight to like what he's called like prep final form just to get like a few extra levels, which is, you don't really see that. It's very not for the normal, but he makes it work, which is very interesting.
Yeah, it's something that I've started to pick up and I've really loved it. I like to do the HB Burrow fight, that first thing you do in that world. That'll get you final level 2. And then that gives you just like 1 extra drive gauge, which makes the leveling easier. And then I'll try to level it in TT, or I'll try to level it on the corridors fight. And I've sort of tried to pick up on that. I mean, obviously, here's Sonic in top 3. You know,
yeah.
Whatever Sonic is doing has to be good.
Yeah, both of these players play amazingly well to their strengths and just route accordingly. Like, Double rushes value checks, Sonic just goes fast, and it's enough to make them top 3 players in this league, which is very good and awesome to watch. So yeah, going back to the Burrow fight, you can get, so normally if you do Twilight Town 1 with final level 1, you can only get like final form 3. But if you get the first level off of Burrow, you get final form 4. So, yeah. Double doing OC free checks, which pretty normal.
Yep. You got a form boost and a scan, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and something that Sonic just picked up that I didn't notice earlier was the membership card. Membership card was on the Rampart.
So now you can get the Heartless Manufactories chest, also known as Tifa's chest. Yeah. Sonic has a very standard route of he goes Pride Lands, DC, Timeless, into SP, PR, LOD, Hometown, OC before all those 2. Like, it's very standard.
Which... Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's a very systematic person and a very systematic player.
Which, like, a lot of other players, like me included, like, look at their movement and then go accordingly, which it's very interesting to see, like, how good a standard route is compared to, like, a fluctuating route and a randomizer.
Yeah.
Because, like, you could just do like the any % route, and you might win a few races, which is funny, but yeah.
Another glide in SP, by the way. So Sonic's now up to glide 2.
Yeah, that makes Hollow Bastion a pretty good. I mean, like, you want an aerial dodge, but what else? That speeds up literally everything. So that could be a pretty big advantage over Double. Like, he just gets to clear the shotgun faster, which, depending on how good Double like does a shotgun efficiently, then he can like keep it even.
Sonic is the current world record holder for PC randomizer 80%. Wouldn't surprise me, given that PC randomizer isn't really a thing yet. They're still working on it.
Who has run it? I know CJ has. Kira, have you run a seed yet? I thought you were talking about it. Yeah, Double doing the Halloween Town strat. Dean did it. Okay, that as well. So, Sonic's still the top dog. And Violent. Okay.
Okay, so Double picking up even more extra experience here in Halloween
More
Town.
torn pages. So.
Oh my goodness. We've seen a lot of torn pages so far.
Yeah. What was that, 2 so far?
I think
that's
3.
That's pretty. Is it 3? There was a Disney Castle. Yeah,
Disney Castle.
That's a lot. Like 15 minutes in, that's a pretty good spooky cave rush. Like, gotta go help out your buddy Pooh.
Yeah, so Sonic is definitely got better movement for OC. Glide is really nice to have here. Also, I just want to mention, neither of them has touched Agrabah yet.
Yeah.
Which, it's something that I've noticed I've started to really put off, because I really like to have good movement for Agrabah, just because it's big.
So yeah, Sonic dodging the dog, which that dog is run killers in your OC shotgun. It's so bad. Like,
oh
especially
God.
if you have the.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, that dog is very bad. It's. So yeah, Double finding an aerial dodge in Candy Cane Lane, which I assume Sonic's gonna go there next. So that's aerial dodge glide, which that's pretty good movement. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, Double has a glide as well. He might do Agrabah now. He has pretty good movement for it. Like, ideally, you want an aerial dodge and a glide for Agrabah, which I used to put off Agrabah in the shotgun, and then I started getting glide 2s in Agrabah, and I'll be like, oh, all right. Like,
that's the tough part, yeah.
DC probably. Oh yeah, he has an proof. Okay, the first one.
All right.
First blood.
All right, well, that's a pretty free proof. Thunder in LOD for Sonic. And Bamboo Grove free checks. All right.
All right. So what is it? Double has Town, which Sonic has TR and SP, and that's it?
Yeah. Double's got Halloween Town, and he's got Town.
Okay. I imagine Double pushes TR soon. Because, like, Double's very, like, metagamey, which he might just not even go into Disney Castle because he knows Sonic will do it. Which, it's a very interesting gamble. Like, it's a gamble of, like, if it's there, you pretty much lose. But if it isn't there, then that's, like, what, 4-minute time save? Like, that gives you a lot of leeway, especially at this top player, like, the cream of the crop, where, like, 4 minutes is a lot of time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, a lot of these races are decided by less than 4 minutes. And so if you can say, I'm going to save 4 minutes by just orphaning a world, I'm just not going to go there, just not going to touch it. That can be pretty huge. And Double is definitely the kind of person that would do that.
Oh, yeah. He's probably, like, one of the last... I think... Who was it? I think he's probably the most metagamey of this top 8.
For sure. Like, no doubt.
Yeah, because Dodge, I don't know really much about Dodge, but I'm pretty sure he plays like Spoon, which Spoon is very like statistical, like average, stuff like that. And then CJ is also metagamey, but I would say she has like more of a standard route. It doesn't take that many gambles opposed to Double, which he'll rush value checks, and if it isn't there, then he'll go rush another value check and stuff like that. And then Sonic is a very like efficient player. Like, he mainly just tends to push hints, but he's so fast that he can just plow through the scene. Like, yeah.
You know, if there are 10 ways to do a fight, Sonic will know 11.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I think of it.
Yeah. That's a very good way to say it. Like right now, he's spamming thunder.
Like he didn't just go into dance call.
Which that was faster. I've never seen that. That's amazing. Auto Wisdom and Agrippa Bizarre. So,
okay,
like, you want to pay attention to your auto forms, especially against Sonic, which he loves leveling up forms. He's probably one of the most efficient people, if not the most. Like, Sonic's 3 things are he goes fast, he levels up forms, and Sora. Which, if you can do those effectively, then it's a pretty good race. Yeah, that was so smart.
See, okay, so here's double leveling up wisdom. Just like you mentioned.
Which I probably wouldn't be doing it here, but I mean it's working out. Like you got the driver fill, but yeah. I personally would have done it in DC.
Yeah, DC is a good place to do it, which he hasn't been to, and so you sort of want to keep that on your mental radar. Is where are you going? What do you have left? Drive leveling spots is a big one. You don't necessarily want to hold off on a world just because you don't have the form. That can lead into some bad habits, but it's good to keep track of what spots you do have to level the forms.
Did he get Wisdom 2 there?
He did.
He did? Okay. Then yeah, it makes sense, because like, what, he got like 100 XP around there? Which, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Agrippa's still a decently high battle level world as well, so the enemies still give decent experience.
So that was Guard in Valley of Stone, which it's pretty nice and makes Zigbar a lot easier if you know the strat for it. So Sonic doing the very fun strat of quick running into a wall for 2 minutes. Great.
Well, that's a good point, Kira. Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much going on right now. So Kale's having technical difficulties with his internet, so it's time for me to take over, dude.
Yeah, so I apologize if I suddenly sound like a robot.
You're fine.
That may or may not happen.
What, we got, I think you were saying this recent. We got Zack the robot, now we got Kale the robot. We got Sonic the robot, because he's like a machine.
Honestly. He plays on keyboard. What normal person does that?
I think there's only like 3 other players that play on keyboard. It's like, what? I mean, like that I know about. I'm not like trying to say that like no one else does, but I know Sabrina does. I know Cobalion does, and Sonic, and that's it from like what I've seen. Which Sonic is in top 3, so
yeah,
he's definitely bringing the keyboard name to the big leagues. OC has, they already shotgun OC. Chocobo does it? Oh, okay. Right.
Sonic's just built different. That's right, J Smarty. Yeah, okay, so while we have J Smarty here in the chat, the hint system that we are using, this is the love child of J Smarty.
Yeah.
He built this, he coded it, so that we do have these hints for it. Last week there were no hints, and now we do have hints, and we get a little bit more logic, we get a little bit more direction, so you're not just blindly hundoing the seeds. So thank you, sir, for all your work. It's wonderful. We love it.
Like it's an 07 from me, Chief. so Double missing the cube, so you had to reset it, which is also, or is just pretty funny to see. Like,
yeah.
it's like the one thing that you just don't want to happen because it's like sort of embarrassing. Where you're like,
Right?
oh, all right, time to do the circle of shame again.
What I've actually taken to doing on that is I try to get up onto one of the little platforms on the side. That way I just have a slightly better view of all of the cubes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sonic missed the cubes against CJ. Oh, okay, so Double's just metagaming. He's making it. Yeah. Okay.
No, but Sonic lost. You miss the cubes and then you lose. That's how it works.
It's a bad omen already. Okay, so Double did not get Wisdom Tooth, but he just got it now. So now he's gonna have Slow Hallway, or Colonnade, has it's now been brought to me.
We got a Fire on levels, Finishing Leap on levels. Some good stuff pretty early.
Sonic just did Dragoons with Valor Form.
Yep.
I'm blown away. That's pretty efficient.
Missing the cube, failing Luxord DM, that's another embarrassing one too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just sit there and you're like, oh, time to wait for his time gauge to come out so I don't accidentally die. Because that's even worse than failing his DM, is dying after the DM. So Double trying to push that mouse, which it's always finicky.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now he's got it.
Okay. He's got the good pushes.
All right.
Did Sonic find Lane Dark? Oh no, he's just forcing Final. Interesting.
Is he hard forcing it already? Well.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not surprised. He loves to use Final Form.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there's a fight, he wants to be in Final Form.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do this. I typically tend to wait personally. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, I personally would have finished the shotgun, because like you're wasting all this time, and Final could be like in HP, which that one important check's pretty, or not one important check. One check isn't that much. Isn't the time investment as it should be. Like,
yeah, it can take you like 3 to 4 minutes. Can you hard force it without Light and Dark? You can, yes. Light and Dark makes it significantly faster, but you can get Anti-Form and Final Form just without it.
Mm-hmm. As well as like, you can also force Final for movement. I'm sorry to cut you off, Kale, but like he has pretty good movement, which doesn't really like.
Right, that was another thing I thought about. Is like, oh, well, maybe he wants to be able to use Final Form for movement as well. But I mean, he's got Glide 2 and an aerial dodge. You know, doesn't really get much better.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like, if you're gonna rush, oh, he just got it. Okay, that was really fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he even go into Anti-Form at all?
He got one Anti-Form. On the first form that he got here, so that was 2.
Jeez.
Which, that's insanely lucky. Yeah. Which, I mean, it just be like that sometimes. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. So now he has Final Form. Okay, so Sonic just said that he's gonna go Agrabah into Hollow Bastion, which it's pretty standard. I think Double at this point has Town and Sonic has Roxas.
Yeah, that's a good point, Vulcan. That's why he goes into Sonic with how much he uses forms. He'll also just like go into forms immediately before a spot where you would lose your party members, just to build anti-points. That way, in case he does need to or want to hard force Final, he can.
Yeah, I've also seen him like go into forms when leaving worlds, like on the save point. Like, it's just crazy. Why force Final before Agrabah? You wouldn't use it here for anything? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there's no real need for it. Because, like, Final Form could have been on the first check of Agrabah, and then you would have lost all that time.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan personally of sort of completing that. The question I would ask myself is, where would I be using Final? Right, and I want to make sure I force Final before that point. You know, if it's like corridor fight, or maybe he just wants Final so he can level it in the burrow fight in HP.
That's probably the biggest thing, but yeah, HP Funman brings a good point of why didn't you force Final after Agrabah if you're just going to use it for Hollow Bastion?
I don't know.
Okay, so Double doing the first hint chase of doing
all right
East Castle.
Yeah.
So now we get some more important checks on the board, which it's always a good idea to push hints. Like, it's not always a good idea, but you can never go wrong with these early shotguns. Like, it's the most optimal plays normally. Like, Beast Castle went from being after the TT3 Mansion Rush to being meta, where you rush that normally before TT3. It's very interesting to see, like, first league versus second league, and how much Jay Smarty's hint system has just changed. Like, the entire Randos. It's crazy.
Probably waiting for Valor Wisdom. Yeah, it's always nice to get Valor Wisdom before here. I like getting Master as well for Thresholder. Really easy experience there.
Jay Smarty's the meta changer.
How dare you take a good idea and turn it into a good system?
So yeah, Sonic after this has, so they're about even in checks. Like, Sonic has like 4 more checks. A Reflect in Beast Castle. All right, a free Reflect. Yeah, that's
all right.
So now we're not doing guard only. So that's Sonic leveling up in Valley of Stone off the Fortune Tellers. Yep. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, he likes his levels. Which, I don't blame him. I'm definitely a part of that camp. Granted, he does it because it's fast. I do it because I'm bad. And I need
It's never wrong with getting buff. The only time it's wrong getting buff is when you can do everything in the game and hints are 0 or levels are 0. That's like the only time. Outside of that, then leveling is just a really good play. It's always an avenue that you can go down, where you can just hint chase, value check, or you can just level up and then clear through things a lot faster.
No hints is still enjoyable, but it feels bad for races. Yeah. That's definitely an accurate statement, I'd say. And it's like, if you just want to like play through and kind of have fun with it, but getting randoed happens so much more when there's less logic. There's
which it still even happens with hints, but it's definitely like more often where someone just pushed Rumbling Rose because they felt like it. And,
right.
I mean, it's still a good play. Like, intuition is very big in rando, but it happens a lot less, especially with these hints.
So we saw a magnet on Valor 4, which, just saying, Sonic has access to that because he forced Final.
Oh, so that makes LOD that makes LOD pretty good. Like, you want 2 magnets for LOD. Like, that's the ideal. You can also do OC now. Pretty good. Also, going off the hints, like, you got a 2, 3, 4. Like, that's what? 7, 9? 9 important checks left? Or hinted, not left.
Yeah. Left in the game. We're 35 minutes in, and they have... They're good,
49
but they're not that
or
good.
41, yeah. Which, it might be good just to push unhinted stuff. Like, you gotta figure one place is juicing. Like, it could be STT, it could be Hollow Bastion. Hollow Bastion's looking like a pretty good play right now.
For sure.
Just because it has the most checks of any world, where it's almost guaranteed at least 3. If it doesn't have 3, then that seat's weird. So yeah, Fantasia and Cure on Thresholder.
Yeah, the average for Hollow Bastion is a 6. But even 6 feels like a pretty weak Hollow Bastion. I feel like I tend to get more 7s and 8s there, personally.
Yeah. Like, the most consistent, like, 12 is HB. It's never like a 12 STT or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think the highest Twilight Town I've seen is an 11. Or maybe 13.
Wow.
But yeah.
I've had a 9 Twilight Town, but I've also had a 1 Twilight Town and the check was on between.
That doesn't sound fun.
It was not fun. That was my League Racers HP fun, man. We both had the same reaction. We're like, wait a minute, I'm doing Mansion Fight and I still haven't found an important check. What the hell is going on here? May have rolled that, so it's your fault, Vulcan. Ugh. How dare you?
I can't believe this. DoubleADewi. Twice this league, I think, of 1 Twilight Town on betwixt and between. That's disgusting. That's so bad.
So both of them finished their early shotgun, and now they're sort of pushing into the mid game. We see Beast Castle. I definitely like that Sonic did the World That Never Was, because you get the experience off the Dragoons, which makes this even faster. Not that Beast Castle is a difficult world, but you get those levels early, and then everything else after gets sped up, so I always love that.
Yeah, like, Spore Log races have taught me, Sonic taking that unfortunate death.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What did he get hit by there? He got hit by all the orbs.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. But yeah, Spore Log races have taught me, like, what can speed up more than the other thing? Like, The World That Never Was, or HP, or not HP, Beast Castle. Like, it's like kind of on a scale of like which one will speed up the other more. Which The World That Never Was is pretty much more of the time gonna speed up the other worlds, just from the EXP, which is crazy. That.
Sonic.
It's so unfortunate. Man. You never wanted that cycle to Thresholder. It's so one important check beyond Beast. So Dark Thorn and Beyond, which Duffel doing it.
Is
going
he?
Back.
All right. This is definitely a reasonable play. Okay, so little quick thing here is, whenever you enter a world, it puts you at the save point that is an unfinished world. Anyway, it puts you at the save point that is closest to your objective. So in this case, you leave Beast Castle from the West Wing, from Beast Room, and then when you re-enter, you need to go to Bell's Room, and there's a save point right there. So it's faster to just leave and come back in than to actually do movement, even if you have Glide Max.
So Sonic got 1 cycle on Thresholder after some trial and error.
There we go.
Which, that's pretty impressive. It's very hard and pretty precise to get 1 cycle with Valor Form. It's like the easiest with Trinity Limit, with like 20 magic. You just major drive and it's 1 cycle. So Double got 1 cycle on, what's that guy's name? Well, not 1 cycle. He got him right before the wall, which is very impressive. Like, he didn't have that much tools. Yeah, Shadow Stalker. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I can never remember which one is which. Which one's Darkthorn and which one's Shadow Stalker. Alright, so here we see Twin Howl. Big juicy damage from here.
Oh yeah. I imagine he goes Valor Form after this. And just ends the fight. He might even just do air hits or a combo.
Yeah, nope, he's at such low health. He's trying to.
Donald was out of the, or Goofy was out of the party.
Yeah, we got Pog Slash. Can I get some Pog Slash in the chat?
The Siege is now playable. We have the best ability in the game. We have Scanner and Dodge Slash. Oh, so Rumbling Rose or Zoltan, which is a 50-50. So
I like it. That's what I like to see.
Double going straight back in, which it's a pretty good idea if you do Darkthorn to just do Rumbling Rose checks, just because it's pretty easy. You just kind of Twin Howl and the fight ends. And like, depending on stats, of course, but like what he's at, like level like 12, 13 with 24 magic, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got the Hades Cup trophy, so cups are now available.
I hate cups. I'll be honest. I do not like them, and I'm so glad they're off.
So, funny story. My first ever KH2FM Rando seed was a Goddess of Fate cup.
Oh jeez.
So I don't like cups. I just don't.
Scarred
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So
Ooh.
Sonic pushing more into
100
Acre, which is very interesting. Because what, he's got 2 or 3 torn pages. Oh no, that's Spooky Cave. Okay.
He's got 4 torn pages already, doesn't he? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
in terms of checks per minute, I always say that it's comparable to LOD.
Yeah.
So going from doing this mini game through Spooky Cave is about the same as pushing LOD up through the ridge. It's about the same number of checks and it's about the same amount of time. So it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom Form on Rumbling Rose, so no Zoldan, which sad but understandable.
No, I like Zoldan.
So yeah, HP Funman makes a pretty good point that half the pages are hinted, because one of them's with a proof that must be hinted, and then there's one in.
That's very true.
Beast Castle. So Double going straight into OC, which neither of them have done Hollow Bastion yet, which is very interesting because that's pretty much like before the 30 minutes for a lot of runners. Like, depending on movement, of course, but... This is a pretty good race. Like, they're both chasing, like they both, like, looked into the logic and went, alright, 2 important checks, that's some pretty fast checks. Or Sonic doing the big brain of, oh, 2 torpedoes are hinted. Not even any percent does that. Gambling, knowing what kind of... He might also do that as well. Like, Sonic probably doesn't even need to gamble just because he's so fast. But it's always a good idea just to metagame. Like, we've seen players like Double or Silent that are very good runners, but most of their skill level is from, what's it called? Metagaming. Like, they're still technically, or mechanically good. Like, you can't be really good, or you can't be a top 10 runner without being able to metagame. But their metagaming is a really good. And like CJ, I'm pretty sure you metagame as well as well, but you're also like in the Sonic's camp up, you're just fast.
Play the game, get the proofs, beat the boss. What else would you avoid HP? So yeah, it hurts me. It hurts my soul HP to watch them avoid Hollow Bastion for so long. It's just such a good check density, and they have good movement.
And they have such bad hints that Hollow Bastion is it's most likely going to be stacked. Like, if you have like low hints, you gotta figure one place is going to be stacked, like above average, which is Twilight Town or HB, like pretty much most of the time. And then if Twilight Town's a 3, then Hollow Bastion's pretty much going to have to be stacked.
Yeah.
Or give you some hints that tell you that other places are stacked. So Double, getting through Hades Escape, Deathless, which is pretty good. Like, you always hate taking it out the Hades Escape, because you have to walk all the way back up there.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's definitely one of my least favorite things in the game, and it is... I know that OC and Hades Escape in particular is like a big run killer for the 80% speed run, and I totally understand. It is very difficult with low tools, and it is very slow to reset.
Yeah, it would be pretty sad, but so Double is, from what I've understand, hates 100 Acre. Like, my race with him, and he told me after the race that he's been burned by 100 Acre a lot, so he doesn't like doesn't have a tendency to go there, but he might just go, all right, well, Sonic might know that, so I'm gonna do 100 Acre. Which, yeah.
I know that you know that I know that you know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see. I hate getting into that kind of stuff. I just try to play the game. I tend to. I can never quite get that right. So French vanilla cure, true. You gotta cure an 100 Acre. You can skip all the loading triggers for the bees, by the way. You just hop over them.
If you have good enough movement. Which, that's like my big roadblock for 100 Acre, is can I get bee skip? It's pretty funny to think about, like, these bees are what's keeping me out of the spooky cave.
You know, bees are hard, dude. They've killed many a boss enemy rando for me. Alright, does Spooky Cave pay out?
It does not.
No, not at all. Well,
which, that's unfortunate. I mean, like, a 100 Acre is probably one of the fastest, like, one important checks you can get. Just because it's, like, what, 7 minutes? Like, at most, or 7 or 5. And
alright, so we're finally going into Hollow Bastion.
Finally. It exists.
It exists.
I'm pretty surprised Sonic hasn't done... I mean, he's probably going to finish the shotgun before doing Grumbling Groves checks. But it's, like, knowing what Double does, which is just the value checks, it's pretty interesting. Report on OC, was that? Agrabah's a 3?
It's a 1.
It's a 1? Oh, alright, well. So,
yeah,
1...
after a Boo escort somewhere.
Which it is a blue number. And it's a pretty good value check where you can do it decently fast with just a reflect. And speaking
of reflect,
yeah, there's one in Bailey, which or not Bailey, Burrow. That's always nice to see. Early reflares, best reflera.
Oh, for sure.
Is only now utilizing Punishable. Yeah. I would have done Hollow Bastion before 100 Acre, but I mean 100 Acre could have sped up Hollow Bastion more than Hollow Bastion could have sped up 100 Acre, which I see that side of it as well.
Right. Yeah, that's I mean, I wouldn't have put Hollow Bastion off as long as they did, but I think when you sort of get down to that point, it's like, well, do I push Spooky Cave or do I push Hollow Bastion? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh 100 Acre Wood does not really get much faster. And so it's better to do that early.
Yeah, so that was a very fast Bailey.
Yeah, you can see how much Thunder helps, how much Magnet Splash helps.
Yeah, Magnera, like, their final form saved good 30 seconds. So he's slowly creeping up that 4-minute time loss of forcing final.
Yeah, I don't think it was even that much though.
It might have
with how quickly he got it.
Yeah.
I didn't have my eye on the clock. Probably should have. But...
Yeah, Sonic doing the very standard. I done Bailey. I'm going back for those corridors checks.
Mm-hmm.
Which I won't be surprised if Sonic does TT1 soon, just because he likes final form levels. Like, he probably will chase a 1 if it gets to level up his forms, which it's a pretty interesting routing decision to like prioritize drives over how fast can I clear this thing.
Mm-hmm. Double picking up the Underworld map in the Underworld. Oh, and another glide.
French vanilla?
Okay. Oh, and he got the blue paws in. So your movement doesn't update until you go through a room transition, or until you go to the pause menu where you can customize things and change items and stuff.
Horizontal slash.
That's a big pickup.
Oh yeah. So was that glide 3? Which that's TT looking pretty nice right now. Like it's getting pretty fast. But now you have horizontal slash Fantasia. I don't know if there's another Berserk charge, but there is one on Final Forms Keyblade.
Air Square. Yo, I'm gonna start calling it that now. I love Air Square. Okay, so Double's using Comet for steal some of the water clones.
Which yeah, it's pretty smart since you're not going into Berserk charge.
Yeah.
And each of those like Comet Rains, I guess, gets rid of each of the clones. So yeah. Explosion in corridors.
Ooh, juicy.
What time do they end OC Demix in the 80% world record?
I have no idea.
I want to say it's like 40 seconds, 50. So yeah, so Sonic, the creator of Rando, looked through future time and went, I'm gonna have a membership card in this moment. There's gonna be a proof at Harvest Factory, so I'm gonna update the GOA to get this proof. Is it 42-ish? Okay.
Yeah, so normally you can only access this room after the 1000 Heartless fight, but with some GOA funkiness, if you have the membership card, you can get in to get a high drive recovery this time.
Which that's always nice. That makes early throne room a possible like density play, where it's really good. Like they don't even have master yet, but once you have master, you have Magnera. There's like literally no reason not to.
So double pushing Agrabah. I like this. I think I would push at least up until or up through Lords.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, yeah, you have Wisdom form, so you can level that up passively. Like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, gotta be careful there. So what I like to do there is, I'll wait for him to breathe fire, and you can reflect. If you time it properly, 3 reflects will give you enough vulnerability or enough invulnerability to get through his entire fire breath attack, and then you're getting like a reflect finisher damage, as well as you can sometimes get a full swing. Depends on where he ends up going.
So Sonic did a save. So you know what that means.
Oh, baby.
It's core skip time. Alright. Double taking this the slow way. He does a punch. Yup. Alright, he reflected.
Yeah.
Got that. So now he has one more Fat Bandit, and then it's home free until the 3 at the end of the next fight. Okay, he got through the second Fast Bandit. Fat Bandit.
What tools does he have for core skip? Oh, he's got Final Form.
Yeah, Final Form. You only need Final Form level 3 and an Aerial Dodge 1 to do core skip, which it's like the most minimum you can do. Alright. Sonic did it. Okay. That was
nice.
very good. Very good. Yep. Double also getting past the fortune tellers.
Alright.
Alright.
Easy core skip part 1.
Literally, the run killer's dead. Now it's just, oh, I lost my drive. Time to go lose 2 minutes to go get it back. To like dancers or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely really good to know all the different combinations of movement that you can get away with doing core skip.
What'd you say, Kel? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, it's there. You know, there's like 1,000 different ways to do core skip, and it's definitely good to sort of understand what you can get away with.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you can do it with just Master Form. You can do it with like the little tools that Sonic has with like Final 3, Aerial Dodge 1. Double dying to the ice dudes. That's always painful to see.
Now, he does not have Magnera. He just has single magnet. So he has not forced final, and therefore he does not have Valor 4. So the longer we go without seeing another form, the better and better forcing final ends up being as a play.
Which, I like Sonic's play here of pushing core, knowing that HP is most likely stacked. Which, apparently it isn't, because he hasn't gotten a point check since Burrow.
Right?
Like...
Yeah, we've only seen one important check, which is pretty crazy.
So yeah, that makes, what, PR, STT, and LOD look very nice to chase. Like, just the density plays outside of Hall of Ash and TT.
Can't wait for that PR7. It might happen.
Yeah. So double getting through the Fat Bandits. Pretty clean fight after the second one. Or on the second try.
Score on replace. I don't know, J Smarty. Is core on replace? Is this a rando? Combo Master on Wisdom. You did see Combo Master on Wisdom.
Oh, and Lightning Dark.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
So double will finally get that.
If I were double in this situation, I might do the Lord's fight, but I would go Force Final and then do Hollow Bastion or TT. I'd probably do TT knowing double, which he just chases value checks. A 3 TT is kind of like a value check, which is crazy to say that TT is a value check.
But... yeah.
So the one thing that's...
Oh, go ahead. No. Go
Alright. The one thing that sucks about core skip is that you lose your drive afterwards. So Sonic going to do dancers to get his drive back, which is a pretty good idea. You have Magnera Explosion, very good fight, clean, fast and easy. Get 2 checks, good levels. Waste time doing it too.
Magnera Explosion.
I'm like double my figure. Double my figure that Sonic has done what he's done. Oh, Sonic taking the death to the... What are those guys called? Creepers? Yeah, taking a death to the creepers, like, downwards spear attack. Which, that's always a unfortunate one to have. Yeah, Sonic forced final, like, about the same amount of time that a max final would take. Like, he went into, like, 5 forms, I would say, which is about what you would do with Light and Dark, which is insane.
Double took the time to put on horizontal slash, but is not using it for this fight. It's making me a little bit sad.
Combo boost.
Combo boost?
Which, that speeds up everything. Like, except air combos. The only thing it doesn't speed up is Zigbar and Zaldin. Everything else, it pretty much speeds up. Oh, an important check at Agrabah too.
And
report 2.
Report 2.
The restoration site?
Yes. Sora's Heart
Which
has
says...
one important check.
Okay,
so just one on levels. We've already got it.
Which makes
Twilight Town... I'm sorry, Zito.
Oh, Sonic going into Twilight Town. Okay. Double going into Agrabah too. Is he just coming here to buy ethers, or is he gonna push it?
He does have a Fire Blizzard and a Thunder. He can push it.
He can. A PR7 is very likely. That or an STT is like a 5.
Hard save? What?
Okay.
Oh, no,
he Dude, I'm about to perform this Agrabah 2 skip, never before seen.
Ooh, Halloween Town. I like it.
I think he's just gonna go force final.
Oh, he's forcing. Oh,
yeah.
I got excited.
No Oogie Boogie Rush today. Unfortunate.
I think I would probably push PR or LOD personally. Just decent checks per minute. You don't really have a ton in the way of hints at this point.
If I were Double right now, I would probably rush. I would force final, do Twilight Town, just because you get to level up all your drives there. Like, you get Valor on the first fight, and like outside the tower, you get final levels. You get Wisdom up the tower, and that was a pretty quick final force as well. So
yeah. Where are all the important checks, man? I'm looking at this.
Where are they? It's someplace has gotta be stacked. It's
might be the world that never was.
It might be.
People forget that the world that never was has about 30 checks in it.
Yeah, which Double still hasn't killed Roxas. Like, what?
Yeah, that's...
So Sonic had... Okay, so Double going into HB. So Sonic has Horror Skip, Dancers, Roxas, and Double has OC, Agrabah 1, and Rumbling Rose. Which is pretty close. Like, it could go either way. Of like, Double goes core right now, and Sonic goes... Or, Double also has Town. But yeah, like, Sonic could go do Town, Rumbling Rose, OC, and what else? Is that all? Or yeah, whatever Double was doing, and Double can go do whatever Sonic was doing.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't think either player has a clear advantage here.
But yeah.
An experience boost in Twilight Town. I love it. Oh, it warms my heart.
When levels are as 1.
Hey, I still want the levels, man. I'm not getting any important checks, but for me, stats are an important check.
it's very interesting. For like me personally, I level up more passively when levels are a 0 or I have all important checks on them, rather than hard forcing them when they are unhinted or on hard or hard forcing. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Clean tower fight from Sonic. He did the fire there to like knock the fires back on their backs, and then just spam magnets. Slide dash outside the tower. It's always nice to have a gap closer.
For sure.
It's a painful seed if you don't have a gap closer like 2 hours in.
Yeah. I don't know, check stabs. Yes. Double, I think, check stabs at one point. We haven't seen Flare Force, but they do have Comet. Someone that me that tends to struggle with final fights, levels are really valuable to give up. Absolutely. Yeah, and the more you play and the better you get mechanically, and the better you get with techniques and tricks and strategies, the less you need those levels. But like until then, honestly, just learning to level efficiently can be huge, and learning to level efficiently can really speed up the gameplay.
Oh yeah, like it's really surprising how like the world that ever was, you can have 35 or 34 magic and 35 magic, and 35 magic will save like 3 minutes if you do the exact same stuff, just because it does more damage. It's very crazy. So like very slowly auto wisdoming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get wisdom levels. It's always a good idea to prioritize auto forms. Like it's just a never bad idea, because like some opponents never look at their auto, like they just think, oh, all right, no ability, cool. But if you can do it pretty effectively and pretty quickly, it's easy checks that sometimes your opponents won't ever get.
Yeah, I don't know if there were a better place to do that, because it did take him a long time to get down to critical health.
So if I ever want to level up my auto, valor, or wisdom, I do Agrava, falling segment, just because it's very easy to get into critical HP. And also, the Disney Castle shadows have more strength than these shadows, so it's faster. But then you have to go out of your way to do it, so it's not as efficient as like this, especially with these low times. It's very time consuming to go from world to world.
So double joining Sonic and TT. I think they both sort of broke down and said, okay, fine. I'll push to 3 because apparently I'm not getting anything else anywhere else.
So yeah. Double did Bailey, but then left. So he's probably gambling that Sonic did Core, and is just orphaning that off, since he had some pretty costly deaths. Like, it's not like a run killer, but it's definitely time loss.
For sure.
Vanilla Star Seeker. Oh, okay. So TT's on this. Firaga. Wow. Okay. So a fire on final 4, which that's always nice. Firaga's pretty good.
Final Firaga.
So double getting final 5 right before the fight ends, which is always nice to see.
Shout outs to DJ Balkan today, hitting us with these hot jams.
Very clean Berserkers fight from Sonic. Like that's just the power reflect, and that's it. Which which is insane.
DJ iTunes Shuffle.
Is that your name, Vulcan? Is that your DJ name? Yeah. Olympus Stone on Berserkers, which means that you can use forms outside of battle before OC damage. Which there isn't seen that much. Yeah, yeah. It also aggravates the dog if you shock out with the Olympus Stone.
So we're still looking for 2 more important checks in TT.
Pushing Halloween Town isn't a bad play. Just because you know it's going to be hinted. Which, like, right now, you're just looking for tools and more info. Like, you're just figuring out where is this place and where are all the important checks.
Yeah.
Which, Halloween Town's, like, a safe bet, you can say. Where, like, something could be there and you could be like, oh, it was because it's going to be hinted. Which, it's like...
Yeah, I don't know if I would push Halloween Town, but sort of for the same reason or the opposite reason. My thinking there is if you know that Halloween Town is going to be hinted, then you're probably going to find that hint. And so I will let the game tell me whether I need to go back or not.
Yeah,
that's sort of where my logic is.
Oh yeah, that's a lot smarter than what I was saying. like thinking about it more, yeah.
I mean, that's it. You know, it could be self-hinted Halloween Town, or it could be, you know, you really don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, Sonic movie? Is he? Wait, is this a faster save warp? Is this a thing?
Oh, okay. So he's doing what I've been doing for years. So if you
just to get
the final form, yeah, he went to final form and he killed the Dragoons and Dusks before the Sunset Terrace, and so he leaves that and then is now doing this to go back, and now he's going through the tunnel, which is the fastest way to get to the mansion, which a lot of people don't do. Which
today I learned
in the speedrun, yeah. OD Throner could be stacked. Yeah, OD's a really good play for Sonic now. Like, you could either push OC or LOD. You don't really have that much tools for PR. Like, you have a money pouch and high magic, but you're still missing that Blizzard, which it's not, like, you could still rush it. It would still be a good play.
Final Firaga. I love it. That's like one of the most satisfying things in the whole game.
Oh yeah. Literally melting things.
Yes.
It's always nice.
Yeah, 1-0 on that experience boost Keyblade. Just gotta move over.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sonic does Duel That Never Was soon, because it's a pretty good place to level up final form. Like, you get it from like Zigbar to Luxord, you can get like level 14 to 21 just by killing the dancers and the samurai.
The thing is, at least for me, the fight I really want those levels for is Zigbar.
Yeah.
And so I can't like do Zigbar and then go level up because I need to level 4 Zigbar. So with the double experience boost here, I wouldn't be surprised to see him stop and do a little bit of leveling. Report 12. HP's only at 2!
Oh my goodness.
What the heck? Where are
the...
Alright, so so that PR 7.
Yeah, looking pretty nice.
What on earth? PR's an 8 now.
At this point, you you pretty much have to be rushing unhinted stuff. Like what? Sonic's missing, like, what, he's only have like 5 reports. That's under half. Like, and you could either push unhinted stuff or do OC because it is hinted, or even do Rumbling Grows.
Okay, but STT is a 3. You got another report from Twilight Town. Oh man, you hate to see that. 3 is only slightly above average for STT. But oh man, I probably push LOD, and then I push PR, and then I'll go to World That Never Was, and then I'll go to STT.
Yeah,
a
3 STT without limit form is very sketch. Sonic as a player hates STT, especially on hinted, which it's a decent play right now, but yeah, like you can either just chase hints. It's a blue number, so it's also it's a good idea to chase it. Yeah. Yeah.
Salad. I don't know what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Please use your words. Oh, STT.
That's gonna be a C
You're
name.
talking about STT.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not joining the club ever of rushing STT. No, auto limit doesn't really speed up anything in STT. They're already so buffed that it doesn't really speed anything up. Like, yeah. The only things I can, like, they have draws. Sonic speedran this game before, so he knows fast STT strats.
True.
But, I mean, you could chase more value checks. Like, OC would speed up STT more than STT can speed up OC.
Double
you could do that. Especially since OC is a faster 2 than STT, especially without limit form is a 3.
For sure.
Or at 3.
The only time... Okay, so... We have... How many checks are like
the rematch South? Important checks. There's 3 in STT.
24, 25, 26, 27. So we have about 27 important checks accounted for, which means there are 23 in unhinted locations.
And you also still need the hint for Halloween Town. So most likely it's gonna be an STT. Like, just from being a hinted hint.
I don't know. Okay, here's the thing about hinted hints. On an average seed, 11 of your hints will be hinted.
Yeah.
Which is almost all of them. So you really only want to use that as logic until like very late in the game. Yeah, Sonic's just leveling. He's got double experience boost. He probably wants to get to 35 strength so that he's properly scaled for Xigbar.
Yeah, his magic stat right now in final form was 41, and outside of final form it's 41.
and when he switches to a better Keyblade, he will have much more.
He was looking for the floor of the World That Never Was to break it, just to go fast, which is a good idea. You get final form levels, you have double EXP boost, so it's not really time loss, and it literally speeds up everything else in the entire game. Except like STT, like it could go like potentially slower, but I don't think they're going to be going to STT soon. Because isn't it because Final Mix has more magic increases and strength increases?
I don't know. I have to assume so. I haven't really looked at it personally. I don't know if there's some intentional bias there. I don't know if there's unintentional bias there. I don't know if it's totally random and there just happen to be more magic increases.
Don't go into a pool or anything, it's all random? Okay. So magic just likes being buff, alright.
I'm okay with that. I like my magic seeds.
So Sonic having Flare Force, which you can do this fight with only Flare Force and Guard, which is very sketch, but it can be done.
There are a lot of good Magic Keyblades. Magic being able to go to 7 now on Keyblades might help. True. There's also that, yeah. Most Keyblades in vanilla are weighted more heavily towards strength.
Yeah, defense is not normally favored. Sonic having a very clean Zigbar.
That was blazing fast. Wow. Very nice.
So yeah, now it's all uphill from here, where that time investment for getting buff is starting to pay off. Where now you're probably gonna, after the Golden was going to get a break even or go faster. Especially when you push like Rumbling Rose, that fight's gonna be faster. OC, it's gonna fly by really fast, especially with her Flare. Flare speeds up Cerberus a lot more than Base Reflect does, just because you can hit more oftentimes than not. Yeah, Double's doing pretty much the same route, except I don't think he's gonna do Hollow Bastion now. Like, he might because he likes value checks, but Hollow Bastion, like, one important check isn't that much of a value check at this point, because you figure Sonic's already had that.
No, and you think about it, because he's done Bailey, right? And that's it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just done Bailey.
Corridors, Ansem Study, Core, Demix, 1K, all of that has one important check.
Double saving. Oh, double doing
feels like STT.
He's doing
STT. The
all
hero.
Right. The Mad Lad.
The Mad Lad indeed. Not a terrible play, honestly.
It really isn't. Like, you have draws, you have quick. Like, the only thing would be you don't have limit form, which that's more of a preference thing of how comfortable am I without limit form.
Optimally, I think limit form will save you like 2 to 3 minutes. If you don't know the limit form, if you don't know the limitless strats, if you 5. Kind of have to flounder around a little bit, yeah, it's like 5.
Sonic taking like a little bit of damage, so opting to play the minigame, which it's always smart to play safe, especially in like a randomizer like this, where going fast isn't necessarily the best play if it's a chance of dying.
Yeah, like, you always have to balance that. How risky are you willing to play in a one-shot? Mm-hmm. Sonic only loses races with STT proofs.
Yeah, time for triple proof STT. I mean, I imagine Sonic does STT soon. Just knowing that Sonic likes to push hints. So this is probably one of the cleanest Luxors I've ever seen. He never went underground. He just went fast.
Yeah, Luxor definitely behaved. I have to wonder how much of that was RNG and how much of that was manipulation. And if it was manipulation, then I need to learn that.
So you can react. So when he does the jump, if you catch him with Reflare, he will not go underground. And when he forces RV, he will always play the game or jump.
Ah.
So he just played well, basically. He found report, and well, then there was. It says Drive Forms is a 4. Alright. Alright, Kale, time for you to whip out those numbers. How much, on average, does Drive Forms have important checks wise?
Drive Forms usually has 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, so this is a little bit better than normal.
Which makes sense that HB and Twilight Town are both, like, not taking up all of those important checks.
The quick math behind all this is There are approximately 500 checks in the game. It's just a little bit under that. It's like 480 something. And then there are 50 important checks. So you expect an important check every 10 checks. Every 10 checks, you should get one important check. And most worlds are between 20 and 30. Drive forms happen to be exactly 30 checks. There's 5 forms and 6 checks on each form.
That was a very clean Psyax. Never even berserked outside the...
Very nice.
I'm literally writing down, taking notes right now. It's crazy.
Yeah. It can be tough to get that. Because Donald will often die. And when Donald dies, you can't go into final form. Oh, World Animalist is done!
Quickly. It's done. It's a self-hinted done.
Where are the important checks? PR8, PR9,
PR11.
Oh my
okay, God. Sonic straight into the save point. So STT.
Yeah, what is happening? Like I don't know. I do not know.
This is garbage. It's literally it.
Who rolled this?
There's still no important checks.
I need to add whoever rolled this to my list of never let this person roll seeds for me. Yeah. Fun fact, I am on my own list.
Fun fact, my list is just Vulcan name, and that's it, or Vulcan's
name. So called LOD, yeah. I definitely would have pushed LOD.
Report 6 in STT.
Okay.
LOD is a 6.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
There it is. Okay. So how many important checks are not hinted right now?
Let's take a look. So, I have to combine these. I don't know, 20-ish, 15-ish,
20-ish. Okay. Which right now, it's. I think
about
Sonic.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, Sonic's definitely has the advantage. He's already cleared Psyax. He's buff. He what does Double have? He has Agrabah, Rumbling Rose, and Town, and OC. Which, with this hint, you're most likely the proofs are going to be an LOD, or more knowledge to a better report for PR, or SP having a 6, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, SP is another place to think about. There aren't a ton of checks in SP in terms of just raw number of checks in a world. I think it has the fewest checks.
Yep.
But
it's 19 or 20.
Dense. Yeah.
Yeah. SP2 is the best second visit to do. Just checks per minute wise. It's 5 bundled checks after Solar Sailor, and then you get 2 MCP and Larkseen.
And to answer your question, Flosion, they would not be able to do Throne Room Skip with their current tools.
They could.
You almost double. I don't think so.
He has Wisdom Form. You can do it if he did HP and got that high drive recovery, he can. But it's It's
what's their aerial dodge at?
You can do it with aerial dodge too. You just need more drive gauges, which I don't think he has. But yeah, it's not easily, which doubles the person who invented it.
6. He could final jump, revert aerial dodge, high drive recovery, wisdom, revert aerial dodge, wisdom, revert aerial. Yeah, that would be enough. That would be really dicey though, and going into wisdom a second time is really rough because the load time is faster the second time you go into a form, and because you
Sonic doesn't have wisdom, so Sonic cannot, but Double can.
Because of the difference in load time, you actually end up reverting. You lose more height before you can revert.
yeah, you need to use a fire into reflect. If you like on open KH, that's what you have to do for wisdom form to wisdom form hover, and on the PCSX2 emulator, that's what you have to do after your first or second wisdom form. Which Double's having very clean struggles.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
That he did this play, because I can tell you right now, I would have already lost like a minute or to two already. Yeah, auto wisdom at like what's Sonic's level? 38? Yeah, that isn't ideal. Especially with 25 defense.
25 defense is sounding like vanilla stats.
Yeah, maybe this is a rando. So yeah, Sonic has more tools to clear stuff faster if they do the exact same things after this, which is literally just the magnet on Valor form. Yeah, Valor form 4, which Double can very easily get in LOD, funny enough.
Rando's improved on Stario confirmed. Oh my god.
Yeah. The one important check is in Ruin Chamber and it's a torn page.
I don't want to talk about it. I did the qualifier, and then Arnek rolled me another rando seed, and I had to do vanilla Agrabah 2 for the torn page, so I could go to Starry Hill, so I could get a form, so I can get the proof, which was on the form. It was not fun.
So, Double very clean struggles. As one potentially
40 seconds?
Yeah, that's insanely quick. He has like one more fight, potentially Axel 2, but after that it's you just get checks. Like, this is the bulk of STT right here, where he can find 2 proofs, and depending on how quick he can clear the world that never was, he could win this.
Absolutely.
Which I think Sonic's he's dying. Oh, he's auto limiting. Fun fact.
Wow. I like it.
You cannot get limit EXP on the struggle fights. It just doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, right there, he Giga impacted. He should have got level 2, but he just didn't.
I never knew that. That is so strange.
It's because Hainer doesn't count as an enemy. Interesting.
Okay, so another glide and a flash step for Double.
But I hate Hainer. Yeah, this is also a main reason why auto limit isn't that good for World that Never, or not the World that Never was STT. It's like, I'm pretty sure he reverts from this, right? After VV he reverts.
I don't remember. You're forced to revert at some point. I don't remember exactly when.
Technically, STT is the World that Never was. Okay, you don't get reverted. Okay, then it's actually pretty good, especially since you get levels right here. But like, you need to Ragnarok, or no? How would you do that? How would you get limit 3 off of Axel 1?
Witchcraft? Oh, like this, I guess.
Oh, that's so smart. Yeah, then he had to. Okay, yeah.
For auto final, yay!
Yeah, this was actually faster, so I guess we were all wrong, and auto limit is pretty good for STT. Sonic is Giga Brain. Agreed. Yeah, we just don't need to question Sonic decisions. We just need to take notes, and that's it. So Sonic has 9 reports, and one of them is going to Halloween Town. So basically 3 reports that hint other worlds.
I question anyone who goes into STT for whatever reasons. Oh my goodness.
2 important checks in Mansion. That's not good.
I mean, at this point, might as well. You just finish it up.
This is like the only reason why I don't save Scum a 1 in STT. Because more the times than not, it's after struggles or in Mansion, which is where like most of the time is spent afterwards. Where you're not really saving time, it's just faster to end STT. Yeah, FF10, that's what the dope button is for. Dude, Axel 2 proof?
Datas are not on, unfortunately, so it's not going to be like Data Roxas. But it could be after Axel 2.
We got a 50% chance.
Oh, okay, there's a second chance.
Aww. So no Axel 2 today. We don't get to see Axel 2's DM. Just very disappointing. We still need someone to do that in Elite Grace. So yeah, STT looking kind of like a bust. Because you could have just done LOD. Which,
yeah, that was the one useful thing they got there.
Yeah. Second chance is pretty good, but I mean, like, at this skill level, you don't really need, like, rely on second chance or once more that often.
Second chance doesn't really help much for Xigbar, though. You really want to have once more.
Once more, yeah. It can like speed up, or not speed up, but you can live a blue laser shot. You can sometimes live a volley just because your defense is high, which this is looking like a defense seed.
Fair. Yeah. So there's only 3 more reports out there.
Yeah.
So it's at this point where you sort of start to do some of the math. One of the reports has to go to Halloween Town because we found a.
So there's only 2 more
proof there. So yeah. So of these unhinted worlds, only 2 of them will be hinted.
It has to be LOD. Like, I don't see... LOD has to lead to a proof or be a proof. Like, I don't see a situation where it doesn't. Like, I guess it hints like a 2 PR, but then again, LOD would still be useful. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, LOD 6, like, that's definitely a play that you do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, even with... Like, normally you wait for 2 magnets for density play LOD, but a 6 LOD, you're doing that with whatever tools you have.
Like, it is actually impossible to have a Starry Hill proof, if my math is correct.
Is it? Okay.
So, yeah, we have 3 reports left, and Halloween Town has to be hinted. And then 100 Acre itself, Disney Castle, and Pride Lands would all have to be hinted. And there's just not enough reports to go around.
So that's some easy time save Double has over Sonic for going to Spooky Cave, knowing that a proof cannot be there.
Odds of a proof on drives? Where are we with the drives? So Disney Castle would have to be hinted. Is that the only unhinted drive for the time being?
Yeah, we're still missing limit.
It's the odds aren't great for a proof on drives,
but it's definitely possible.
It's possible. I mean, they could all be in LOD. You never know.
What was that? double thunder LOD. Yeah, 3 drives could be in throne room. Double is definitely a person that would just do throne room because he can.
Pages could still be it. No, it can't be pages. It can't be in 100 Acre. There aren't enough reports to go around. You would need a hint for 100 Acre, Disney Castle, Halloween Town, and Pride Lands, and we only have 3. I forgot to count the actual world, yeah. No worries.
So yeah, double leveling up forms here, which LOD's a very good world to level up forms. The only form, or like the only density play, like you have the 4 options of SDT, LOD, OC, or PR. OC is probably the worst one, just because you literally cannot use forms in any of those fights. Like, you can do it like passively if you have the Olympus Stone, but outside of that, like you have Master Form on Hydra, and that's it. You can like level up a Limit Form in the urns, I guess, but that's just pretty much slower. And yeah. Yo, Yami of the Dark hosting with a 1. Thank you. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Yeah, welcome all the Raiders. We're just commentating one of the top, or losers finals of the league, which whoever wins this will get the salty run back against CJ in grand finals. So what, they've got this match, and then they have 2 with CJ to win the tournament, which CJ only needs 2 more, which they got a long road ahead of them. But this is, any of these players could easily win this, like just the league in general. Genie on the ridge, always nice to see Genie. 3 important checks in throne room. HV Fun Man, you might be onto something. It's gonna be all 3 forms. It's gonna be a self-inted PR for a 7. Double getting into auto limit. Very, very good play. Oh, bye, Kale. Kale's having some. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Woo, he's back.
I have a terrible ISP. My apologies. They're the only ISP in my area. I literally have no other choices. Okay, what did I miss?
It looks like Genie was on the ridge, and that's about it.
That is negative information.
He's trying to do auto limit, and I don't think he got auto limit off. Oh, he got it.
Oh, there we go.
Can you get 1 check out of it? Okay, he got a Power Stone. It's worth it.
Worth.
Yeah, 3 important checks in Mansion, or Sean Yu onwards. Always nice.
I vote for adding Explosion as an important check. It can replace Genie. I would sign that. I would sign that petition.
Power Stone was a great Dreamcast game. As a person who has never owned a Dreamcast, I believe you. Something on Storm Rider? Yeah, Double's 100% doing. he might fish for early throne room, but knowing double, he's probably just gonna do throne room. Or just not even attempt it. Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
So yeah, they're pretty much even. Like, they're both chasing the same amount of things. Sonic is more in the world than ever was, since Double still hasn't even killed Roxas. And he isn't scaled for the world than ever. Like, actually, what are his stats like?
Sonic with the bathroom
24.
break strats.
It's always a good idea to take a bathroom break here.
By the way, we are an hour and 45 minutes into this. If you haven't in a while, stand up, stretch just a little bit, refill yourself on your water, get some hydration going.
Oh yeah. So Double has high jump max, it looks like. So this is definitely doable.
Yeah.
He just thought he was higher and got caught by the barrier. Oh, okay. He's just gonna orphan and do it.
That's fine. It's probably really tight with the tools that he's got.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, the person. Oh, final form on Shawnee.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that is a hinted drive form. So the dream is still alive.
And a magnet on Shawnee.
Oh.
So one important check in throne room or Storm Rider.
Storm Rider.
What is there?
My
There's
goodness.
one.
He's going for it.
There's 7 checks left, so it's a 1-7 chance for it to be in Storm Rider. I'm just saying, Riku is a very tough fight if you don't have the tools for it. 9, Jared? There's 9. Wait. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot the end chests. The one on Agrabah is like. Yeah, it could be on like Xayas. Like Xayas Storm Rider.
the one hit Agrabah that's on Lexaeus.
Oh, Sonic's going into Auto Master? That would suck if his final form Keyblades kill the Rapid Thrusters and he picks up the HP Orbs. Okay, he's now in critical HP range. He's got 1 shot for this, or he's gonna have to do that all again.
This is a heck of a strat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No!
A limit form. No! Oh.
Oh man. You can't stall there with limit form, which was a decent idea. But I'm sure he wanted Auto Master there for another.
Yeah, or even Auto Wisdom. I mean, he even reacted well.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't try to strike right in midair or anything like that.
I probably would have. Would have been like mashing square. Like, what's going on?
This isn't Reflect.
Okay. This is the fastest Sean you have ever seen. I blinked and gone.
Oh yeah. They both had very clean Shanyus, which is a weird fight to say, oh, I got a fast Shanyu since it's like the second boss you fight.
Second it is definitely, yeah, it's so early. But honestly, it's I have a lot of troubles personally of place, doing it quickly. He has an HP gate. He's got a lot of iframes.
So, double doing sniper scope. Report 8. Halloween Town's a 4. Triple Halloween Town proof?
Key, where you at?
Alright, so how many checks do we have hinted now?
Alright, it's math time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 3. There are 3 more hinted checks that we haven't seen. Is that it? Just the 1 in Agrabah and the 2 in Halloween Town?
And the 2 on
drives.
drives.
And the 2 on drives.
Yeah.
Which is still less than half of the remaining important checks.
After Halloween Town, if this gives you like Chicken Little and like Master Form, then you're doing PR. Like, there's no other way to go. Sonic very improvising very hard, but he's making it work. That was like a very clean, messy fight, if that makes sense. Yep, all 3 proofs in Halloween Town. It could happen. We could have double AS proofs. We could have, like, say, as Vexen.
Oh my god. Don't even joke about that.
Sonic having a very clean snipers fight.
So again, Double still has a slight lead in the world progression, but Sonic has, I think, overall a bigger lead because he's been through the world than ever was. Or at least some of it.
I mean, like, and he's also buffer. Like, he has higher stats, which just speeds up everything. Like, I wouldn't be like, they're both scaled in these earlier worlds, but it's gonna make a huge difference once Double gets to the world that never was.
Could be Marluxia or Larxene. Yeah, we have. Do we have every? No, not every AS, because it can't be Zexion. But every other AS is still on the board.
Brave Wisdom in BC's Castle. I mean, he must figure Double has done that. Like,
yeah, it's been interesting.
Which, like, you can also go the route of I shouldn't metagame unless I have 2 proofs. Because then it's just like, oh, I'm literally throwing away a win when I have 2 proofs. My opponent has the one that I'm missing, but 2 proofs. So Double not opting to get a faster fight, but not Valor Form level 5 off Boogie, which is very interesting. Because he knows Sonic is very good at leveling forms.
Yeah, I think I'd definitely be trying to push my form levels wherever I can, and that's a pretty solid place to get power levels. Photon Debugger, we're still going!
Alright, how many checks do they have? They have certain important checks on the kids? There isn't, right? To get bonus? Yeah, they have 1 on the presence, decoy present. Yeah, 4 left. Okay. Yep, okay. Which, 2 of those are pop-ups, so... Vulcan, I know you like your pop-ups, so... Could also... Or, all of those are pop-ups, actually. Yeah, 3 pop-ups, okay. Which, Halloween Town's a pretty fast visit, especially for 2 important checks. Like, those important checks are pretty quick. Bunch of bonus HP. Yeah, it... Like, I know Sonic loves, like, item increases, HP increase, like, those types of stuff. Like, a while ago, we did a race, and he pushed One the World That Never Was just for the increases. Very clean Oogie. Kale's having more internet problems, so it's time for me to still take the reins on this one. We all hate whatever Kale's internet provider is. Internet service provider. ISP, if you will. They've been NPR. Doubled it. Proof. Second proof. You know, Bulkin, I got this. Or not yet. Did I say Bulkin? Alright. The dream is still alive. We just need 1 more proof in Halloween Town. And then we get double proof Halloween Town. So going from this, if the proof is Halloween Town, like 2 proofs, Sonic most likely wins this. Just because he has higher stats and he's already like halfway through the World That Never Was, and like just finishing the game in general. Like he's done what? Luxord, Zigbar, and Stitch on decoy presence. So the dream is dead. But we still can have Lexaeus. Lexaeus is still the dream. It can still happen. But yeah, it's double proof Halloween Town still. Like Halloween Town has like 21 checks, which is pretty not a lot. Agrabah, yeah, if the proof isn't Agrabah, double has a really good chance. Just because he's done Lords. So like it kind of evens him out. Where Sonic's still ahead, but not by a lot, opposed to what he is now if both proofs were in Halloween Town. Yo, is that Kale?
Kale is back.
It is Kale. He's back. Alright, so there's a proof on decoy presence. Or not decoy presence. Yeah, actually, is it decoy presence? Something like that. Yeah. So the dream is dead, but it still could be Lexaeus.
Alright, alright.
So yeah, now Double's gotta make his way through the tower to Psyx. Like, oh, this world's useless. But OC, oh yeah, Sonic still hasn't done OC. He could easily do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sonic's missing what, 11 or no, 3 reports. Isn't that bad of an idea to do that? Like, I don't know. PRSP, yeah.
You know, we know that. But they don't. It takes their collective knowledge to know.
So Double doing the rocks to swoop.
Yeah.
Sonic going into Beast Castle. That was a very clean Roxas fight from Double.
Absolutely.
Very
nice.
Yeah, that gets a clap in my book. Yeah.
Golf claps all around.
Golf claps, yep.
Shout out to the Masters, which is happening right now.
Yeah, Sonic will get Wisdom Form, which he's still missing Limit and Master, which are like the two drives that you want to clear 2 density plays. And it's just like, you've already cleared STT and LOD, so for Limit Form, the only place that you can really level it passively is the Minute Fight. So it'd suck if Limit Form is after the Minute Fight. So you have to go out of your way to level up Limit Form. Completely close the gap here if his world, yeah. I mean, like, Sonic still has the stats, which is is such a big advantage. But like, what? Sonic has to do Town OC, and Rumbling Rose. And Double has to do The World That Never Was. And that's it. So, or Psyx. So it's definitely, if Double goes Deathless, has very clean fights, and Sonic does a little bit on optimal plays. Like just like a slow Cerberus, slow Haze Escape. Like, yeah, all these fights are going to be faster than Double. Double also has to, I highly doubt Double does Dancers. He figures that if it's there, he's already lost. Double's very good at orphaning worlds, so I mean, that's what I would think at this point, but I wouldn't have orphaned Hollow Bastion at an hour. That was a very clean Dragoons.
Not have... I don't think... So, somewhere along the way, Sonic played with 7 strength. And I don't think Double has that Keyblade. So I don't know if he's going to be able to hit... It might be in
core. But yeah.
He might not be able to hit 35 strength for the Zigbar fight. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get it. So
he has horizontal slash and 4 finishing plus, or 3 finishing pluses. So he should have clean fights. Horizontal slash speeds up literally every fight if you know the strats. Says a pumpkin was in core. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this is a much more difficult fight when you don't have everything you need.
High stats. Yeah.
Or everything you want, rather, when you don't have the high stats. But he's got Berserk Charge, Horizontal Slash, so this should be fine.
Sonic straight into PR.
Oh, I like it.
Alright, this is the gamble. Because after The World That Never Was, Double does Hollow Bastion, Agrabah, or PR. Those are like his only 4 plays. Which he probably will push Agrabah knowing Double and value checks. Like, this is where the run's decided mainly. Like, you have 2 proofs on both runners. They're both probably going to make different plays. That was a very clean Zigbar as well. Like, Deathless first try, like, pretty fast as well. Like, what was that, like a minute and a half at most? Like, that was really good. SP, he could push SP, but I highly doubt he does SP. OC is pretty quick. It's like 7 minutes for like almost guaranteed 2 important checks. But yeah, PR's a better play. You have high magic stat, Thunder Blizzards, yeah. He might do... Oh yeah, he might push SP now. That he has Stitch. Yeah, he doesn't know their level, or just 1 important check on levels. For Sonic, it's an alright play, but I probably would have... Get by Sonic, yeah. these runners are both metagaming well. I imagine Sonic's thinking that Double's done OC by now, so he's not gonna do it. Double unfortunately missed timing. Oh, that's an unfortunate Luxor death. Sometimes Luxor feels like that though, where you try to go fast and he goes, nope. Yeah, right now, like, Double's doing the good play of Throw the Never Was, which Throw the Never Was you can never really gamble. Like, it's never really a gamble to do Throw the Never Was since you have to do it. But these density plays like this are gamble plays. So like PR Sonic's gamble play, and I imagine Double, he's already done his, what's it called? His gamble plays. Alarm silent. All right. Alright, so Kale left me once again. It's unfortunate, but... So Sonic leveling up Valor form. You want to have good defense for this, or you death cycle. Is he back? He's back.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. My volume may or may not be different. I apologize for that. My internet is completely out. I don't know what my ISP is doing. But we're gonna do our best.
So yeah, Double died to Luxord, but he's having a pretty clean fight other than that, like on his second attempt. Sonic's making his way through PR, Valor form leveling off the minute fight. Alright.
Well, this is really annoying. I normally don't have internet troubles at this time of day, but I guess usage is higher or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Raisin. Yeah, this Hollow Bastion's disgusting. This Twilight Town's disgusting. And the world of the LED is disgusting. It is what it is. So yeah, Double has one more fight, then they're even, pretty much.
Okay.
Which, I mean, like, if Double just doesn't do PR, he's in a good position. It's Peepo Pirate time.
It's crazy that we're more than 2 hours in. We watched two players do kind of similar things, but there's been some strong variation in where they've gone. And I still have no idea where this proof is.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. It's literally PR or Agrabah 2. Those are like SP. It's
or Drive Forms.
Oh yeah,
like, Drive Forms is still alive too. But like that's 4 different locations. So there's 2 there's 2 reports unhinted, and they have to hint Valor form, Limit, and Master to be on Drive forms. Which the report for the proof could be on a Drive form that the Drive form is in the world which a proof is. It could be like on a level 7, which it could be a very cursed seed. That sounds like a nightmare trying to track.
Yeah. Like I've had a seed where it was Lords, which Agrabah 2 had Master Form. It was on Master 7, the hint for GR2 that hinted Agrabah. it wasn't a good time. Yeah, Reflega and PR. That's very
a Blizzard.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, Double getting all that lost to him. Which he has the power of Strike Raid, and that's it. Dude, he's auto-limiting. Oh,
Double. What happened?
That was so unfortunate. Okay, he's leaving.
Okay. That's an interesting move.
He's going into Twilight Town. Agrabah. He's going into Agrabah. All right.
All right.
This is the game below the seed of who wins this right here, right now. Is it gonna be Double with the Agrabah 2 or Sonic?
This is an interesting move. He's sort of just saying, he's just guessing that there isn't a proof in the world that ever was, which, you know, this deep in, you sort of expect your opponent to have done some certain things. I don't think I would assume that Sonic has the other Halloween Town.
Was it STT? I guess. I mean, like, knowing Sonic chased hints, they pretty much, like, did their, like, weird density plays of Sonic did HB and Double did value checks, and then they kind of just caught up and did Twilight Town into STT, which they kind of just hint chased. So Double might figure that Sonic did the exact same things that Double did, which he just took the death and went, alright, it's not there. I'm not gonna get tilted. I'm not gonna keep on hitting my head against this wall. It does have the hinted hint though. Yeah, it could be on drives, but 2 drives have to be hinted with these next 2 hints for it to be on drives. It cannot be in poo, since there's like what?
There's only 2 hints, and yeah, we have 2 unhinted torn pages, and 100 Acre Wood itself is unhinted. We're still missing reports 9 and 10. We're also missing limited master form, wherever the heck those are.
It's gonna be like Sayas and GR2 for the 2 forms. It's gonna be on a 7.
Master form on GR2. Dodge roll. Oh, report 9.
Port 9.
Port Royal has 6.
Port Royal has
with 3 more. There are only 6 more checks left in this world. There's 3 chests in this room. There's 2 pop-ups, and then GR2.
Not quite 6, but it is a 6. Or not? What? Not quite 7.
Oh my god. GR2 has something.
GR2 has something.
There are 2 pop-ups. Wait.
GR2 has 2 things?
Does GR2 have 2 things? He has 2 things.
Yep.
How about that?
My
oh
god.
my goodness.
GR2. Why are people happy?
Holy.
Commentators were like, alright, I'll delay myself now. Unfortunate.
The 2 stands for 2 important checks. See, I'm never gonna forget that.
Oh yeah. The seed's garbage.
The seed is garbage. I'll be honest.
It's really it's before to master and limit. Oh no. The dream is still alive. It could be like Sayas and GR2 have the 2 forms. Actually, yeah, it has to be here. Like Chicken Little and Agrabah. So.
Oh man. Okay. Double sitting there thinking. Dude, he just rested his chin on his hand like,
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Double has to do SP here and pray.
Yeah, I think that's the only way he wins. Oh, where is he going? Where is he going?
Disney
Castle.
Interesting.
It could still be here, for all we know.
It still could, yeah. Okay, he's auto-limiting forms, or auto-forming, I guess.
Oh, man.
Or not even auto, never mind. Excuse me.
Drive left lane.
Yeah.
Not a terrible play.
No, it definitely isn't.
You know.
Drive forms are not dead. But two forms have to be on GR2. Right?
Yes. Either two forms have to be on GR2, or the remaining forms have to be in DC. Yeah, because DC still has to be hinted for there to be approved.
Yeah, okay.
There are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks here. 6, including Marluxia. Sonic having a nice GR2. Thunder strat.
This is a very interesting strat. Because mainly, when he gets all 882 medallions, you master form, or you just don't do the fight. Which, just spamming Thunder is a very fast way to do this.
Yeah, and what he's doing here does two things. Sort of spacing out the Thunders gives Stitch a little bit of time to restore the MP, which he did an okay job of. Thank you, Stitch. Good job. But it also keeps him from doing the finishers, which... Oh.
Proof. Oh, my bad, but yeah.
Oh!
There it is.
Okay.
GG's.
There it is. And master form. Oh my god.
That's... Oh.
Wow.
Alright. So, I don't think Double anyway wins this.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Which is not going to happen.
Which, I mean, they both played insanely well. But, yeah, it's just, like, that was the 50-50 of the seed. Is it an Agrabah 2 or PR?
Yeah. Yeah, they both took a couple of unfortunate deaths, and so they both probably lost like 5 to 10 minutes because of that. But that was definitely not the deciding factor. The deciding factor was, oh my god, where is everything? Because so far we have nothing.
So limit was either Starry Hill, Disney Castle, or SP. Yeah, that's not a good thing to think about. I can't wait for Vulcan to be like, oh yeah, it was on MCP.
Could be Ground Shaker as well.
It could also be Ground Shaker.
Or, heck, it might be, oh no, World Ender Wars is dead.
It also might be on a limit 7. It, like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that worked.
This was such a good race to watch.
Oh my goodness. I think it was definitely very difficult to make the correct play in this.
Yeah. Like, you had to use your brain a lot. Where, like, you didn't have 4 different hints that say each world's a 3. Where anyone could win that by choosing, oh, which world am I going to chase? Which is a really good seed as well, but it's definitely not as interesting as this. Yeah, a self-hinted proof is always, it sucks. It sucks so bad.
Mm-hmm. The two worst cases are self-hinted proofs or recursive proofs where they point to each other. You know, I had a. This actually is very much like my league race against HP. LOD and PR were both stacked. I think one was a 5 and one was a 6, or they were both 5s or something. One of them had the proof, and they pointed to each other with hint. And so it was just who happened to go there, you know? There was no specific reason.
Yeah, there isn't a GR2.
GR2.
Yeah, at least the hint didn't come after the proof. That's a throwback to Nintendo's level 1 tourney. So yeah, double just getting buff, which it's a good play. You have 2 EXP boosts. You have final form hinted, or not. You have dry forms hinted.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he's getting buffed so late though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think about all the fights he's been through where he wasn't buff, and he could have been buff. Dry TT and HB, GC, LOD, and PR. I don't know how I feel about that, because I like all of those locations.
Exactly, yeah.
Give me a dry OC. Give me a dry Agrabah. Give me a dry SP.
So yeah, Sonic having the run back with CJ.
Yeah.
Which, if he wins the next match, he's gonna have a bracket reset, which is never before seen, and they're gonna do 2 matches.
I hope that we get the bracket reset, because that means more high-level rando to watch.
Yeah.
That is always where I'm at.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy we did another league around like this time, just because it's good rando. Like the skill ceiling has changed so much over the past like top 64 to now. Like so many things have changed. Like just people are getting better, and it's a great thing to see that like accumulate over time.
Absolutely. It's crazy how good people have gotten. Like the top runners are even better. And then I mean, you look at top 8, top 16 for this tournament, and you look at who didn't make it. And there are a lot of big names that didn't make it very far in this, because there are so many people that are so good at rando now.
Yeah,
so it's awesome.
Like the first ones that come to mind was like VG getting knocked out of top 32. Nintendo had to go up against Sonic, which that was unfortunate, but like one of them had to make it to top 8. Who else? Dessa didn't make it to top 16. Like who else? Salad didn't get to top 16. Colquill didn't get it to top 16. Like all Vulcan didn't even get into top 64.
Oh my god.
Like so yeah, whoever wins the league, the real prize is getting a 1v1 against Vulcan. That's just the prize of the league. Yeah. Vulcan is so good that he decided, you know what? I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna give myself like -1. Just face whoever gets first.
It's like the struggle tournament. It's like you win, and what do you win? You get the honor of fighting Setzer. Except our Setzer is Vulcan.
Vulcan made himself the final boss. This is like we even got the 1 weekend tourneys going, where it's always nice to see like the top rounders who didn't make it into like the league as far as they did excel at that. Like VG just won the Spoiler Walk tournament. Like Dessa won the beginner tournament. Nintendo and Salad both won the co-op tournament, and like all of those runners didn't make it to top 8. And it's a very good time in Rando to see those players not make it to top 8, but still being rewarded for their goodness of the game, or how good they are at the game.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, it's been great having the one weekend tourneys as well to sort of supplement the league. It's like these are like the main matches, and we always look forward to these. But in the meantime, we still get to compete. We still get to mess around. People throw wacky rule sets at you.
Yeah.
Just to have some fun with it. The Rando tournament.
Oh yeah, that's going on.
That's the current one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wild.
Dude, Vulcan's in the dark box. Is that what we're all been asking for? What's in the box, and it ends up.
What's in the box? It's actually Vulcan. Okay, just take notes here, by the way, on this final Zemnet.
And he even got the reversal. Wow. He's guarding to perfectly get the dome skip right here.
Yeah, he's already done too much damage, and so he needed to back off on his damage output.
And Sonic wins.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. Clean final fight. Beautiful final Zemnis. Yeah.
That was such a
double saw.
Good race. Yeah, doubles on the pause menu.
Oh man. Definitely a tough seed. Absolutely a tough seed.
Oh yeah. The seed, I would say it sucked. The seed was terrible. Like no one likes self-hinted proofs. The LOD was a bait. It didn't even hint to the proof, or it hinted to Halloween Town. And that was it. Like,
yeah.
But, GG's to Sonic. He's a very good runner. Like everyone in this top 64, like you had to know about the game and play well to just even make it past the qualifiers. Oh, yeah. Is that the man, the myth, the legend?
There you go. I forgot to unmute.
Hey, there he is. Congrats.
By the way.
Congrats, dude.
Doubles in league race lobby, if you can move him in here too.
Alright, I'll move him.
Thank you.
There you go.
GG's to both of you guys.
That GG's.
That was such an amazing race to watch. It was top tier rando at its finest.
Yeah. Obviously, I probably had my part in making it.
Yeah.
That was a seed.
Yeah.
That seed sucked. Like I wouldn't like to play it. It just it didn't. Like self-hinted proofs are never nice.
Yeah. I at least had incentive to do it because there are key for people who had coup report sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have all 3 proofs out of curiosity, Double, or?
I don't have the 3rd proof.
Oh, okay.
It was GR2.
Yeah.
In self-hinted PR.
Yep.
Yeah,
so...
I was in the middle of doing unhinted stuff.
Right.
Yeah. We were talking. Jared and I were talking, and we said there wasn't really a good play. You just sort of had to take some shots in the dark.
Yeah, or kite a dabble or whatnot.
Yeah.
But my dabble was Port Royal instead of hinted OC. Yeah, I was wondering where all of our forms at. Like Port Royal probably had the best odds, probably. It had a lot of stuff in it. But I still have like less than 40 important sets at that point. So it probably
where's limit form?
Yeah, where's limit form?
Limit form is on hostile program.
Alright, so
okay.
Well, where's report 10 and 11 actually? I never found reports 10 and 11.
11 was Coliseum map.
So OC.
Then 10 was Master Level
Alright.
2, and you got Master Form on GR2, so...
Yep, Baseball Rice has 2, and Ababa has 1. Okay.
Yep, I did OC and then did Agrabah.
Right.
But I
Yeah,
did
now
OC
it's so
really
empty.
early.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I did OC really early because I had Magnet Splash.
Yeah. But it makes sense.
So did either of you come in with sort of a specific game plan, like
Not
worlds that you were
really.
prepared to push harder or not as much?
Not
Or just
really.
sort of
Besides
come in and do
maybe
your
the world
thing?
that never was. I just kind of do my 3-match marble.
What about you, Double?
Yeah.
Don't try to go mode.
Don't try to go mode.
Yeah.
You definitely
the only
avoided
thing
the
I
world that
came in
never
with.
was for quite a while.
I
Yeah.
did, because I was just like, if I'm not gonna outgo mode Sonic. If Jared couldn't, then I sure as hell cannot. I knew that I knew that, and Cole also couldn't. So it's just like I know I can't outgo mode him. So it's just like I was just gonna do value checks and
Right.
things like that.
When I
Yeah.
basically just pushed my stats to where I was comfortable with mid-bar with Bible forms, and I had Farama at that point. And like a lot of finishing pluses, like holy finishing pluses.
Yeah.
All of that
That
were
was like
mob keywords.
the one good thing about this seed was the finishing pluses,
Nothing
the
was on
explosion and
Keyblade that I
Corgis.
remember. Like, if there's one experience boost on a Keyblade. That's the only ability I remember being on a Keyblade.
Yep, on a fucking semi-February 1-0.
So when you all saw the TT3 hint and the HB2 hint, what were your reactions there?
I was like, really?
HB2 hint.
I'm at least done with how Bastion, but still.
Oh, how many there were? I thought you were saying the
Yeah,
hint
yeah.
from 3
Yeah,
and
proof
Oh,
for
no.
inspection Hall
Yeah,
Bastion, and then the 3 or
that
5
HB was
code.
only a 2.
I
And
was
then
just
5
busy doing
code.
other things, and then I just assumed that if it was an HB, I lost.
Right. And then the fly code was like, for 51 stats, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't really have the best things for core skip, and believe me, I know when I can do core skip.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm usually confident in course that if I have aerial dodge level 2, level 3. I just say it before for safety because no other master, no master form.
Yeah, Sonic,
think
you
it's
hard
wisdom,
forced
yeah.
final pretty early.
Yeah, because I forced Power Form a lot and I had 7 Alpine forms. So in case I'm gonna have a Fry form, I had 7 Alpine forms, so I might as well force Final Form at that point.
There you go, yeah.
Or if I were to find a Fry form at Ababa, my Alpine points would go to 0.
Very
That's
However,
what I would do. If I'm using a drive that often, my own logic is always just like I could force final right now because if I get a new drive, it wastes all the anti points I've already got.
yeah, we've never found a Fry form for a long time after Power Form.
So I figured at any moment I could find a drive form. So it's just, but then I eventually found Light and Dark. I think it was an Agrabah.
Yeah, we found Light and Darkness?
I did.
It was
was treasure in my cave.
Oh, Treasure Room.
Yeah, Treasure Room.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because I did, like I said, I didn't hit OC really early.
Yeah.
Then got the report from it. I got Agrabah 1. I finished Agrabah 1 really early. Put off Agrabah 2 for a bit. Did that towards the end. Had Chicken Little. That was great.
Yeah. So that's where the shit was.
Yeah.
I did play pretty early too.
For Hollow Bastion's last check.
Yeah, I just put this play pretty early too because I do core pages were going to be empty. Well,
Yeah,
what was empty?
I was
What
that
was
really
going
early
to be
on.
empty? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, these two are great runners when, like, all the top 8 seeds were mainly, like, 50-50s of which one's gonna push the which world. Which just means that these runners are so good. Like, Double, you pushed OC and Agrabah. Sonic, you pushed PR, and PR won. But it very could have easily been Agrabah or OC. So that just, like, it's such good rando that we just witnessed. Like, two great runners. A very bad seed, but it was still a good seed because the people running it were so good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the one thing maybe the most mad is how close I got to getting Thresholder 1 cycle, and I had never done it. I got him down to 1 HP.
Yeah, I saw that happen, and I'm like, oh, I saw you go into Valor. I'm like, oh, he must be going for the 1 cycle, and then you didn't get it. I was kind of surprised that you didn't.
Yeah, I got one shot for dive for Thresholder twice because of the fucking Dargo statues.
Yeah.
They're ass.
You got hit by that first death that you took there, Sonic. I sort of watched the replay of it, and you got hit by like 3 or 4 orbs all at once.
Yeah.
Like, you got hit by all of them.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I was focused on the Dargos at that point.
It was. You guys both started like pretty good, but like shaky at the beginning. Like Double, you failed 1 cycle, which it was very unfortunate. Like you were so close. Sonic, you died to Threshold. Like you guys, like messed up like the same things, which is very interesting to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double had a very clean Roxas loop though.
Thank you.
That was pretty cool to see. We haven't got we don't get to see that too much in Rando because people usually quick run Roxas. Get the
but I did Roxas pretty early, like per usual. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I find that I personally really value the checks that you get from it and the experience that you get after.
Yeah, for the front dooms.
Yeah, so, if you can kill them, then yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, but I feel like
that's how I value BC2. Because I did BC really and went to BC2.
Yeah, when you got wisdom form out of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic. So you sort of orphaned that last check in BC for quite a while. Is that something you normally will leave, or like how do you feel about pushing that? Because I feel like that's okay. Yeah.
Basically, I don't have to worry about that if I have 2 proofs left. Essentially.
Yeah, you know that it's not both of them there, but the thing is, like, I feel like if you finish BC1, Rumbling Rose is such a quick 2 checks, especially when you know it's a 50-50 whether or not it's one hit the check.
Like, but if I don't code Dark Form, I'll always push Rumbling Rose.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Rumbling Rose is just one easy fight and then just over.
Yeah. I was saying when I was there, I was just like, I hate when it's later in the world because the later you get into a world waiting for a check, the more you are motivated to continue that world.
Yeah,
which is why it's so common to get pigeonholed in doing the same world all the way through and get nothing from it.
Yeah, when I always regretted those report roll too, just because it's like it's not him kid. I only had to reflect those report Barbosa. I only found one reflect report roll back in for Barbosa. Barbosa gave me Blizzard. And at that point, I'll always play port roll 2. And I found the report and okay, like do the rest of the world.
Yeah, this was a very good watch. You guys both played amazingly well. I mean, I've already said that like 3 times, but
yeah. It's absolutely true though. You know, a couple of mistakes. Yeah. But very nice, very clean. Definitely some crazy highlights. There were definitely a lot of moments where chat went wild.
Okay.
Over some of the strats or how fast the fights were. It'd be like, oh, he's doing Sean Yu, and you blink, and it's like, oh wait, Sean Yu's dead.
Yeah, I
double.
Okay, that was crazy.
Did no one else know that you could do that?
Double, you literally got 30 seconds on every struggle fight. Like level like 30.
Yeah, I just do.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but when I did like a finisher, and then I stopped doing finishers, and I was like, wait a minute, can I keep doing this? Can I keep doing this? It's working.
Yeah, I just keep doing that as long as we're HP as 1.
Yep.
And that's Sonic. You decided to use auto limit, which so is it you cannot get limit EXP on the struggles because
however you count on the dust and actual 1. So since Rifle's with him, I might as well do that to make sure
with Roxas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very smart. Like you guys both took different paths of Sonic like you showed like how much you prioritize forms and auto forms, where Double you just went fast, and it was very interesting how you guys both pretty much were at the same speed. Like Double, like you gained 10 seconds. Sonic, you gained like 2 checks. Why am I getting a phone call?
Yeah, this was great to watch. Definitely, one of those races, and like I'll say it time and time again. It's rando. By definition, things are random, and when people are very close in skill level, a lot of those races are going to come down to just randomness. And so, I mean, that's definitely what ended up happening here. You both had to be on top of your game the whole time, which you both were.
Yeah.
You didn't. Neither of you let up, and you both continued to play hard all the way through. So this was definitely awesome to watch. So Double, that is third place for you. Congratulations. Top 3 in a hella stack tournament. I'm sure you wanted to do better. I can feel it and I can see it that you wanted the win. You wanted first.
I got top 3 in both leagues then.
Top 3 in both leagues, man. That's crazy.
Because I got second last league.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Sonic, you will get the run back against CJ.
Yep, the rematch.
So
literally, no matter who won, it would have still been the run back against CJ because he did beat both of us.
Yeah.
Kel said that at like 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, 30 seconds on the phone. He's like, whoever wins this gets the salty run back. So
pretty much.
This entire league was my salty run back.
Well, you played well, man. You played well. You got your Sephiroth seed somewhere in there.
I did. That's all that really matters.
You had a nice arc. That was a pretty good one.
That was a pretty good arc for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten every place at top 3 except first. That just sets me up for first in the next league, right?
Oh yeah. That or fourth.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what? I would be positive, Jared. like how I'm positive that I lost.
Well. Oh man.
All right,
this has been.
I got food.
This has been great.
So.
Yeah, I need to make myself some dinner as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to ask about or mention or say?
Where is the last 4 page, Blizzard, Thunder, and once more?
Let me pull those up for you. Torn page.
Trinity Limit pissed me off. I don't know where it is.
Communications room was the torn page.
So before Hassel's program, then.
Blizzard, you said was.
Yeah.
That was the lock in OC.
Alright, that was the last one there.
Yeah.
Wait, able to bail before Pete.
Second chance was on Fatal Crest, which was in Crystal Fissure.
Wait, once more, right?
Oh, sorry, once more, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other thing you said? Sorry.
Thunder.
I think I had Thundaka.
What?
Oh, I think that was
Valor 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I had Thundaka.
I don't know, I might like that it occurred in the 1 minute fight, which I got battle level 5 there. But I literally couldn't get battle level 6 until I got Master Form and the proof for Reaper 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know if I win the CJ, I'll have to race her again.
Yup, you get the run back, and then you get the other run back.
Yeah, you get the run back, and then she gets her run back.
Yeah, if I win though, so
we're saying Sonic, we're all pulling for you in the first match. That way we get a second match, because that's what we want. As commentators and as spectators, that's what we want. The second one, totally unbiased. Totally unbiased, level commentators, right? No, not taking any sides. But the first one, we need you to win so we can get more rando.
I'm going for Sonic because CJ beat me as well, so I want. Actually, both of you beat me, so I should hate both of you. Wait a minute.
Funny enough, you guys, for this match, you guys both beat me out of the league, so I'm happy with whoever won that. It's just it's literally the bottom bracket.
There's a lot of healthy top 8 in here.
Yeah.
That's great.
Man.
Alrighty. Well,
this was great.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, bye.
Alright.
Vulcan, thanks so much for streaming.
You're
you
welcome,
the man,
guys.
keeping our trackers up to date.
Shouts to iTunes Shuffle, playing all the good tunes. Definitely not
yes. DJ iTunes Shuffle.
Oh yeah. Right now, let's go ahead. Let's rate Alios. He's doing his rando tournament match against Prism. So go say hi to
awesome.
that dude. I took a peek. It's a pretty cool race going on right now. So enjoy that. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.